Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Sly here with D. And D, man, we got to talk about it. Brock Purdy wins NFL Rookie of the Week, offensive player, man. 2 touchdowns against a top 5 defense. Looked really good. George Kittle presented him with the belt. Let's check out a little video right here. What do you think, man? What do you think about this, him winning that?
And he's been playing at all-time high. I mean, no one's expected this. The way that he played during that game was just very composed, because even when he threw that pick, which was to me it wasn't that
Yeah, it
bad.
wasn't his fault.
Yeah, for him to most quarterbacks just by having a turnover, usually you've seen what's happened to for example Justin Herbert when he turns the ball over, he's like, damn it, dude. Mm-hmm. And for him to just keep composed while he's playing, it just man, it just exciting for him to play. Kittle's having fun, all the teammates are having fun. You see Debo on the sideline, he's getting turned, and it's just for me super excited that he's playing like this. And honestly, for him to do that against the Commanders, I want to say Washington, but whatever, you know. Like you said, they're a solid defense.
Top 5.
They have a turnover almost every game, which is hard. They either have a forced fumble, pick. So for him just to do that against that defense, just to have complete control, was amazing to see. And he's been, I think, one of our go-to players this season. Has been crazy because no one expected it. I thought when Jimmy G got hurt, I was just man, I wasn't sure about the season, but man, I'm let's see what happens. Let's make this run.
Yeah, man, and honestly, I didn't think that would happen, that he would have that good of a game against Washington, because this was our biggest test right here. Mm-hmm. Top 5 defense. Chase Young came in his first game back, so the Washington defense is at its peak right now. And Chase Young looked all apart, man. He looked like a monster. I think if they had him all season, they could be competing with us for the best defense. Mm-hmm. So having that and still scoring 37 points, being composed despite that interception, Jennings, he had the ball dropped interception, and he just comes out and he's forget about it. Next play, next man up. And the fact when George Kittle gave him that bout, man, he gave him the bout, and Brock was stoked, and he did the whole John Cena, you can't see me. And then he's out there thanking George, thanking the offensive line, thanking the teammates. So, I mean, that's the kind of guy he is, man. He knows it's not about him, it's about the team. So you got to love that. And people are talking about him actually winning the Rookie of the Year. He's only been 4 games, but if he has these next 2 games right here and he does go balls out, he has a chance at actually winning the Rookie of the Year. And it pisses off a lot of fans because it's only other fans from other teams, because it's only been 4 games. At the end of the day, it's going to be 6 games plus 7 if you count the Dolphins. Yeah, exactly. I count the Dolphins because he played pretty much all the game.
He played the whole game because Jimmy got hurt at the beginning of the game.
Yeah,
so it'll take I think 3 minutes in.
Yeah, so if he goes 6-0, man, that he deserves it, man. He really does. So we'll see what happens. But I'm glad he won the Rookie of the Week, Offensive Rookie of the Week. So hopefully he can just keep it rolling, man. Keep it rolling because the guy's balling right now. I love it.
And one thing that I touched on, the one thing that I really like that he's been doing is that he's been playing also with all the injuries too. You've seen with Debo being out, with Elijah Mitchell being out, even some of our defense. We're still as a team, we're not 100%. And so for him just to still give our teams just the confidence, just that every week, I got this, guys. I'm telling you, when Jimmy G got hurt, everybody, after the game, was just fuck, I don't know. But since he's been playing just, super composed. The analysts are, comparing him to freaking Brady. They're, and then, his stats are, unbelievable. For him just to have that winning percentage and high QBR, it's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. It's, it's almost comparing it to, and I don't want to jinx it, but just almost like a Jeremy Lin, just how he was during those 2 weeks. Is this guy was just last pick, wasn't even sure if he was even gonna make the team, and then now it's just potentially taking us to the Super Bowl. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens, but I think that he's just playing amazing.
He's playing like a veteran. Yeah. He's playing like a veteran right now, and he demands respect in the huddle. We heard a story from Trent Williams where the guys were talking hey, shut up, let's go. He's ready to go. He's pumped up. He wants it. And it helps that he was 4 years in college. He started, so I mean, he has more experience actually than Trey Lance. Mm-hmm. So he's been doing this for a while, and right now it's paying off. And hopefully he can just keep it rolling. I think it's going to count on him and Shanahan are going to have to work together.
And then he showed it during that play. Remember when he was going out of bounds and he did the spin move and then threw it out? That was some composure right there. Most people would have got a sack or try to force it in. But he threw it away perfect. That was a sick play that he did. Doing that, the spin move turn up.
He's playing like a veteran right now. He really is. So, I mean, congratulations to him for winning that. And hopefully we just keep him going, man. Hopefully this week we're going against the Raiders. So, if he could get 3-4 touchdowns, he might win it again. You know,
hey, man,
every week just keep stacking up.
Anything is possible in Vegas. You know, you got to gamble.
It's possible, man. You got money, go all in on Brock Purdy this week, but he keeps doing his thing. And honestly, when Jimmy went out, I thought the season probably was over. But now the way this guy's playing, man, he's proving me wrong.
And
man.
they're not asking too much from him. You know, like he's not throwing it like 30 times, like, you know, like a game. Like he's throwing it like within like the 15, like 20 at most. Mm-hmm. But there's smart passes and we're running the ball. And we're getting everybody involved. And so that's what I love about it, is that we're not like relying on him to win the game. And I think that's what been the biggest key, is that he's just going out there and just making like the plays happen. He's not forcing anything. If he sees something open, he's going to throw it. And like he's also just, he's not letting like the moment get to him, you know? Like I know like, cause a lot of people could get psyched out. They could hear like from the outside at the analysts, like, oh my gosh, they're comparing him to the elites. And a lot of people could be like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I am great. Mm-hmm. And they could get like ahead of themselves. But he's just like, he doesn't listen to that. Yup.
He's not like that.
Yup. He's just like super like poised, and he's just like, you know what? Let me just do our thing this week.
And I don't want to hate, man. I don't want to hate. But remember when we had Kaepernick, he was having that run. He was doing really good that first year with the Super Bowl. And then they start interviewing him, and then there he was, kind of like, feeling himself.
Even when he became the starter, remember? No. Everybody was hating on him. He was liking all the tweets. He was, and then they were like, "Oh, why are you favoring all like the Seahawks tweets? Or why are you favoring every time you guys lose, you favorite the tweets?" Motivation. It's like, bro, like you're just like asking for attention.
And
then they got worse.
It got worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, it got
and one
worse.
thing that did, I'll just say it out, man. One thing that pissed me off, I remember an interview he did, I think before the playoffs, he was talking. Yeah, man, I'm at the mall and people coming up to me and I'm like, I don't have to give you autograph. And dude, that pissed me off. Like, man, this guy's really starting to feel himself. Because when he came in the league, man, he was humble as heck. Yeah. He was really humble, and I just saw it change. I saw his attitude fucking change, and that pissed me off. With Brock, man, I don't see that, man. I see a guy that's just composed, really, he's really a good guy, man. And I see the same thing with Trey Lance. I think Trey Lance is a really humble guy, too. Yeah. So I don't want these two to start getting big heads.
Yeah, like, exactly.
Oh, man. Because that's your downfall, man. It really is. And I like what I see on our young quarterbacks. So hopefully they just keep that going, man. They keep it going because he's a really humble heart right now. And I liked what he said during that whole interview when he got the award from Kittle. He was just thanking everybody. And that's how you got to do it, man. That's how you got to do it. So hopefully, come on, baby. Let's get that sixth Super Bowl, baby. Here we go, man.
Let's go.
It's time. But that's what we got, man. Sly here with D. And that's what we got. Make sure to like this video, comment, subscribe. Let's beat the Raiders, baby. Peace.